David Werder was not able to make it this evening. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
We will begin the introduction with Ms. Castanero. Ms. Castanero, you will have 2 minutes for your opening statement, and you may begin.
Yes, good evening. I thank everyone for coming, and I do thank all the people out there who are listening. I am Carol Castanero. Many of you made a comment that you remember me because I ran for governor and also Senate District 15. Hernando County was very good to me, but more than just Hernando being good to me, you have the most wonderful chamber in the whole United States. If every chamber in the United States like Hernando chamber, we would have very different results in Congress and every position that we have with our elected officials. And I thank you for that. I took the time to do a survey based on the out-of-control issues. When I was doing my petitions, I got so tired of hearing complaints that I put them into a survey. So someone had mentioned in a newspaper, I won't tell you which one, you'll find that out, that I had no agenda. And that is true. Because when I got done with this survey, it is not my agenda. It is the agenda of the people. And I'm going to let you know what your county said. And I did visit with over 4,000 people, 3,750 surveys. I have the adults in the counties, 400 per county. I allowed the 12-year-olds to 17. I allowed out of the country, out of the state, in the state, and so on. So Hernando, here are your results. Gas and diesel prices, you want me to take care of that. That's your agenda, not mine. Health care, that's your agenda, not mine. Loss of jobs, abuse of women, children, and elderly. Public schools, children said this, FCAT, gas and diesel. The loss of jobs, also college tuition, illegal immigration. Overall, the results were, of all the 8 counties I represent, gas prices, health care, loss of jobs, national debt, illegal immigration. Again, this is not my agenda. It is yours, and I will fulfill your wishes. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Russell, you may begin with your 2-minute introduction.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity to be before you all tonight. As most of you are probably aware, I ran for this seat in 2006 and was not successful in getting elected to Congress. I saw as the time passed that things were not getting better. Things were in fact getting worse. Worse off for people all across this country, but certainly in particular in the Nature Coast area, Hernando, Citrus County, Pasco County, and we look at the economy, and the people here are pretty much in a position where they're dependent upon development and growth and real estate transactions and all the transactions that are associated with that kind of activity. And it stopped happening. Banking has really been a problem here, as it has across the country, with people getting into mortgages that they should not have been allowed to get into, quite frankly, or sold to get into. And you know, people move down here either to work or to retire and enjoy their life in the sun. And they had a relatively fixed income, as most of us do. And what's happened is the costs have gotten completely out of line. And with these costs getting completely out of line and you have no control over that, who is responsible? Well, it's not any of us sitting in this room. It's the people who have been in office, people in making a career out of being in elected office that have put us here. I am running to unseat a career politician. And if anyone here can say they're better off than they were 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago, and this is not just about Republicans, this, like my prospective opponent, it's about Democrats as well. So it's about people this election. I ask you if you feel that we need a change with someone who's going to represent you and not corporate America and work hand in glove with the corporate world on their behalf rather than yours, then I ask you for your vote on August 26th and again on November 4th for John Russell for Congress. to help you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I see Mr. Werder in the audience. Obviously, the rain out there has prevented him getting here, but thank you for being here, Mr. Werder. If you come forward and give us a 2-minute introduction, please.
2 minutes for a federal office. We have a we have 4 major issues. The economy, energy, healthcare, and the war. And in 2 minutes, we're going to answer all this for a federal office. I can't do it. We all have some skeletons in our closet, and I've got mine. I almost didn't make the ballot this time because I got involved in a federal lawsuit when they moved the primary up so that our votes wouldn't count. Being a person on the ballot, it's so important that every vote count and count for its fullest, the way it was intended. And because of that, I almost didn't get enough signatures to get on the ballot. And I thought it was pretty stupid. The only promise I'm making running for this office is that I'll give up 1/2 of the salary to help pay for prescription drugs for needy seniors and indigent citizens and veterans in the district. If you've been in Florida any long length of time, you might know that I'm tenacious at what I set out against. And if you were in Florida in the early 80s, you might know me. I'm almost famous. I'm the guy who set up on top of the flagpole for the world record for over a year as a protest over the price of gasoline. I thought 99 cents a gallon was too much, so you can imagine. Thank you very much. I hope you might entertain voting for me in the upcoming elections.
Thank you. Our first question will come from Chris Wessel and will be directed to Ms. Castanero. Chris?
What is your stance on the Iraq War, and what should our country's next step be?
Chris, this is something that, when I did do my surveys, people did bring this up. It wasn't one of the 5. But being out there with the people, as I said, seeing so many, the opinion, not just of me, but the people, is that let's get them home. We have to get them home. We cannot police the whole world. Now, we know that Russia did that. Russia did police the whole world. We know what happened, don't we? They fell within. Take a look at our United States. Who would ever think in these times that we would ever have a communistic country that we are doing business with? That we have all their products. We're paying them back, what, $3 to 1? And we're told that we should respect them. So, Chris, we're going to have to bring them home. And we're going to have to take care of all of the needs of the people in this United States. Based on my survey, that's what we have to do, the first 5. They have to come home as soon as possible.
Chris, do you have a follow-up? Okay, thank you. Mr. Russell, your question will come from Mike Conrad.
Mr. Russell, you're a critical care nurse, registered nurse, excuse me, and understandably, you say you have a knowledge of our healthcare system from the inside that others don't have. In Hernando County, almost 20% of the population doesn't have health insurance. You propose a national single-payer health plan that would be available to every American. Can you explain how your plan fixes what might be wrong with the current system, how much it would cost, and how you would pay for it?
Okay, first off, the problem we have right now is that the private health insurance program that is dominant in this country is broken. There's nobody around, I think, that would say that it runs perfectly. I'm a perfect example. I was recently turned down by a major health insurer, and I'm a very healthy guy. They used a test that basically showed a normal finding as their predictor of risk, 52 years old. And someone else who maybe didn't have a test that would say, well, they would be use price segregation selecting out people. So we would pay for this, a Medicare for All program that would allow people to keep their private insurance if they chose. But we would have an invigorated Medicare for All program that, by bringing in all kinds of people without dominant health plant problems like older Americans would tend to be, is going to secure that program with new funding and provide affordable, quality health care for all. It's all on my website. It's difficult to explain, but that's it. Yeah, check it out on my website. I'll talk to anyone privately, public after this, but that is the plan that will work for America and for Hernando County. It's more than 20%, I'm quite sure of that too.
Mike, do you have a follow-up question?
Can you just explain a little bit further, if you can, exactly the cost, what, you have a cost estimate for this and where the money would come from?
The money would come from people paying in a progressive premium system tax. They wouldn't be paying their business, nor the public who chose to be involved in this would not be paying premiums to an insurer. They would pay into this based on an indexed premium system with a cap, a maximum cap, based on their income. So instead of paying $1,000 a month, you might pay $300 a month or so. It will definitely be, because we have full participation on a per capita basis, considerably less expensive, and would make business more competitive, because you're taking that weight off the back of business, making us more globally competitive. We're the only country in the world that finances our health system like the way we do currently. Every other country does it in some form of what I'm talking about.
Thank you. Mr. Werder, your question will come from Chris Fessler. Chris?
Mr. Werder, working to revive the U.S. economy has been one of your big campaign pledges. What specifically do you plan to do to help revive the economy?
Once again, I'm on the spot. Locally, the economy, all we can talk about is jobs. And that's a local issue. Running for a federal office, right now, there are between 60 and 90 wars taking place right this minute in the world. And how things can flip in an instant when we don't know exactly what's going on. And little things down the road can escalate into bigger things. Right now, Georgia is being invaded by Russia. Georgia was up for NATO. If Georgia had become a member of NATO in this war, we could be called in there in a heartbeat. Iraq finished in a day, and we would have to be somewhere else. Economy, back to here, we're needing jobs.
I was thinking more along the lines of what kind of economic stimulus ideas you might have.
Well, I definitely wouldn't be mailing out checks to everybody. I mean, that's just fueling the problem, runaway of inflation. But I mean, the war alone, $3 trillion. That's 92 miles high stacked $100 bills. They're just printing the money up right at this moment. I believe that the United States government ought to get in the healthcare business and not in the healthcare insurance business.
Okay. Thank you very much. That concludes the U.S. House District 5 race. Thank you all for coming this evening. Our next race will be the School Board District 4 race. Candidates, if you will please come to the front of the commission chambers. School board members are elected on a nonpartisan basis to